I want to install this countertop on top of this base cabinet here. In this video I'll show you how it's done. Pretty straightforward. I've removed some of the drawers from the unit and I put them on top of the counter so they weigh it down and help me with the installation, because I'm going to be placing screws into the countertop from the underside and I need some extra weight, it's good for that, so when you put the screw in it, it doesn't uplift. So I only removed some of them, and I've got this big paper something for a drop sheet, so the wooden shavings that come out from drilling that don't fall into the drawers, and I don't have a big mess to clean up. I can just do this sheet there, dump it that way, put it back in, clean up, done. What is critical about this is finding the right length of screw. The right length of screw that is long enough to mount the counter to the base unit, but not long enough to poke through the surface. How it's done is very straightforward, and there is a measurement but no numbers. I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to rotate away this counter because I've already placed one screw, just so it's easy for filming. And here you can see one of the top rails, just like so. One of the top rails there. The screw will be placed from the underside through this top rail and into the counter. So I've chosen 1-inch screw because this is a 3/4 inch thick plywood and it's a 1/4 inch into this countertop. The countertop is only 1/2 inch thick, so I only want to be a 1/4 inch, half the thickness into the countertop. So all you need to do is grab a screw and match it like so. Make sure it does not poke through the surface. Okay? Once we're done there, now you do need a tape measure for this one. You're gonna have to put the counter in place and square it. So you're gonna have to take a measurement about here. This one says 4 1/4 here, and it's 4 inches there, so I gotta turn it a little bit this way. That's about 4 1/4 here. Come to the other side. Let's see, 4 1/4 there, and about 4 1/4 there. Pretty good, it's in place. Next thing to do is drill some holes, and for that I've got a piece of masking tape on the drill bit. This is my depth gauge. It's gonna be rotating slowly anyhow. This is not the speed for drilling. No, this is the speed for drilling. Okay, and you can see how alright, there we go. You can see how the screw length meticulously matches the placement of the green masking tape. See? So I don't drill it in too deep. And what needs to be done now is I'll just come on down a little closer. Almost there. There we have it, and there. Put my drop sheet underneath to catch the shavings. Every so often clean the chips from the drill bit. There. That's the second screw. Do 2 more screws, so you have 4 screws, 1 at each corner, and then your countertop installation will be done. One last thing, this is a coarse thread screw. See, I like this one for particle board, and this is a corium, some kind of a plastic material, coarse thread. Let me just, for contrast, let me just show you a finer thread. There you can see the difference. Upper one coarse thread, lower one fine thread. the fine thread in my experience is not grabbing the material that well, is ripping out easily because it's got many finer threads and it rips out faster than this one. So in my experience this one holds better, so I'm using these ones. 4 of these, counted up nicely spaced, and make sure it doesn't uplift, and that's checked here. Just a little bit thereabouts, exactly at this height. You can see that the countertop there is as tight as can be. It's gappy there, but you cannot possibly tighten it down any further because the gable, this part of the cabinet is the gable. The gable is holding it up because the cross rail is not flush with the under the gable there. And on this side it's gonna be some interesting situation. Here the mounting rail is higher than the gable, so there's gonna be a little gap there, but that's how it's gonna be. Oops, slight boo-boo. While I was drilling it just now, this countertop uplifted because it's already curving away. Not only that, but when it uplifts, the wood shavings are stuck in between the top rail and the underside of the countertop, right about there. That's a pile of shavings that need to be removed from there. So it's not possible to compress or push down the countertop as is with those shavings in the way. So what I need to do is get rid of it first before I can continue. There, those are the shavings that were in the way. And what you need to do is then drill another hole and go again. And there's my splendid countertop installation. I made sure that it was, before I started, that it's flush on the back side here. Same along the edge on the other side. It's just held away by the baseboard that's down there. Also the cabinet needs to be leveled. That's why it comes with self-leveling legs, so that it's tight against the wall, just like so. So almost done with this one, but that's how you mount a countertop. And apparently this one also is a countertop that's made to that's installed on top of it. It's not actually designed and manufactured with the unit. I just made it work for this one. So end of story.